Here today with Andrew Wayne, founder, CEO of Ideal Brides, an agency using Go High Level that helps wedding venues book more weddings. Not only is Andrew going to talk to us about the success of his clients using Sendblue, but he's going to talk to us about the success of his agency as well and how his agency is getting more clients. Andrew, thanks for coming to hang out with me.
Thank you, Sam. Pleasure to be here, man.
Course, man. Why are we here today? Why'd you want to hang out with us?
First off, I just wanted to say thank you for creating this product. It has helped us a lot as an agency and also with what we're servicing for our clients. So not just for, our sales and revenue internally as an agency, but to offer something that nobody else in the market is offering right now. It's a huge differentiator. And so first off, I just wanted to say thanks for what you guys have developed. It's really cool. It's next level. It's cutting edge. It's like aligns perfectly with who we are as an agency and a company. And so yeah, I'm just happy to be here, man.
Oh, that was really nice. You got to thank Isaac who helped sign you up as well.
Huge shout out to Isaac. He's the man, genuinely.
Awesome, awesome. Let's start with your agency in general. How has your agency benefited from using Sendblue?
Yeah, so just to give you a quick background, we were averaging around 5 new clients that we were onboarding into our pipeline a month. We kind of redeveloped our funnel a little bit, relaunched everything once we incorporated Sendblue. And within our first month, we got 20 clients as opposed to 5. And so we quadrupled our sales. I want to contribute a lot of that success to being Sendblue and the way that we're able to interact and engage with our leads and our potential customers now is just, it feels so much more natural and organic.
What were you doing before when you were only getting 5 clients? How were you using SMS?
We had the same automations. We had the whole thing set up the exact same, along with the actual pipeline in high level. And it was just SMS going out. There'd be a lead that comes in. We have a triage call. So we're calling and qualifying leads before we book a demo with them. And then once we have them in the demo, of course, we're closing them there. But it was a lot harder to get a lead onto that triage call. They were not responding to the automations that were going out. There's that opt-out language, reply stop. So nobody thinks it's real. And because of that, people, they don't really respond to those text messages. They're like, oh, it's a bot. I don't need to respond. I think the unique case with Sendblue is that it's so fresh right now that when somebody gets a message, it's not even a question in their mind, like, is that a person? It's almost like they know it's a person. And so they actually feel like they need to respond to that message because somebody's taking time out of their day to message them. And so it's just been such a delight for us when we see leads come in and we have the automations that are running and sending the text messages and all of that. And then people are responding and be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Let's set up a time to call. It's like completely different. We're not chasing our leads now. They're actually coming to us, which is really, really great.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It's a psychological thing. It's a culture thing.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
is it?
absolutely.
Not just the blue bubble. What do you think it is?
I think, like I said, I think removing that opt-out language has been huge because, a lot of businesses they're jumping on the SMS bandwagon right now, especially with Go High Level making it so accessible to so many businesses. And so I just see like the text message inbox today it's like how the mailbox used to be. You'd come home and it's just stuffed with flyers. That's kind of what this is becoming. It's like robotic text. And so for us, Sendblue was a no-brainer because it's like, cool, this is a way for us to differentiate ourselves. And we're now elevated in the inbox because we don't feel like another robot. We feel like an actual person.
I like what you just said about like cutting through the noise. Like I bet the first time that like a piece of mail was delivered on a horse and buggy, that was pretty,
Right. They were like, oh, what's this?
wow,
Yeah.
mail. And then it got really easy to send mail. And now you're like, oh, like I want a key that goes and unlocks maybe a car. Like
Right. Yeah.
email, same thing, right? Like
Mhm.
email probably used to be really cool to get an email, and now it's just a bunch of spam and text. Yeah, more and more and more. I bet if I just like scrolled through my phone, I bet I would find probably like 20% of my conversations are probably like spam.
Yeah, I think what we are calling it internally is white noise. Like the text messages right now just feels like a lot of white noise, and this is breaking through that noise.
Awesome. Okay, the venues. You told me I wrote down venues saw a 2 times higher response rate overnight. What happened?
Yes. Yeah. So we did nothing but just incorporate Sendblue into messaging for our venue, the leads that are coming in there. and literally overnight doubled the response rate. So this was the week prior to incorporating Sendblue. So this number here, this is messages out, and then this is messages in. You can
Okay.
see we sent about 300 out. We got 75 responses. 1 week later, look at that's almost a 100% increase. We went up in the messages out a little bit, but we almost doubled our response rate there. And all it is literally just 1 week later of incorporating Sendblue.
Did you change anything about the copy?
No, not initially. We've tweaked it now and we've really refined it. What's cool is we do, you can utilize some of iMessage's like fun stuff. And so because we're in the wedding industry, if we don't get an initial response on day one, day two, we go in a little bit on a strategy where we send a message, hey, just following up. And then like 30 seconds later, we say, by the way, congrats on your engagement. And we send it with confetti.
Oh,
So and that gets so many responses, man, because like I said earlier, like sometimes they're thinking like, is that a real person? They aren't even thinking, they know. Like nobody, like what robot can do that? And so they just know that it's a real person, which obviously it's not. But psychologically, I think that's what's happening is they're just understanding that like, oh, this person's actually taking time out of their day to send me a thoughtful message. And so I should take time out of my day and respond to them. And so what does doubling our response rate look like as a venue? It's literally doubling our conversations and our opportunities for more sales, for more tours to book for our venue. That's a game changer.
respect. You get respect. I don't know any other way to
Yeah.
put it.
Yeah.
And when you follow up with someone and you keep following up with them, it's follow-ups with the green bubbles I would find just like, especially if you're in B2B, like maybe the wedding person isn't gonna think of it as much, but in like B2B space, like you just
Yeah.
know ERM
Yep.
is a green text. So you just associate with that. Maybe if you're a bride, you're like, oh, this wedding venue has a freaking Android. Like they
Dude,
want
that's 100% it. Like the reason why we were trying you guys out initially is because we would be on the tour with a couple and we'd pull out our iPhone to like show them a picture of the space. And the bride would literally stop us and go, wait a minute, you have an iPhone? We're like,
oh,
yeah, well,
that's smart.
well, I do too. How come you were texting me green? Yeah, like so weird. And we'd be like, oh, that's just the software we use, whatever. And we've literally gotten feedback from brides that have said, I almost didn't book a tour because that was kind of a red flag. And so we were like, okay, thank you for sharing that. How many brides aren't sharing that actually get that message and are like, I'm not booking a tour with that venue, right? So yeah, it's a huge respect, but also trust. I think it just builds a lot of trust.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that. One final question for you here. You've got a few accounts with us across a few different businesses. As a business owner, you're given a budget, an amount of money you want to spend, and you could have taken this money and you could have just gotten more leads. You could have spent it on more Facebook ads. You could have went and hired a sales rep to talk to more of your leads and make more phone calls for you. Why did you decide to put it on Sendblue?
The way that Sendblue integrates with different softwares and CRM sales pipelines, like high level, for us, it was a no-brainer because rather than, hiring a salesperson or just getting more leads, we're able to essentially clone ourselves. And so that's so much better of an investment in my mind, cloning something that can be selling for you 24/7 and doesn't need to take breaks, doesn't need benefits and XYZ. That's why it was a no-brainer for us. It just made so much sense.
Very nice. This is now Andrew's turn. Someone's watching this right now and they found the YouTube video to help wedding venues get 2 more venue walkthroughs. And they're like, wow, I like this Andrew guy. Can he help me? Who do you serve and how do people get in touch with you?
Cool. Yeah, we serve all wedding venues internationally now. And I would say our thing is we help you maximize your wedding venue's booking potential, especially with a tool like Sendblue. We can make sure that your venue is top of mind in our advertising, and the actual lead nurturing system that we'll build with Sendblue will be honestly world-class and unparalleled to any other service that you can find out there.
World class, unparalleled. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me and share.
Yeah, man.
If you're still watching this right now, you want blue bubbles like Andrew and your Go High Level account and your CRM, so your clients get more success, so you make more money, and the cycle repeats. There's probably a link somewhere around this video to get a Sendblue demo. Andrew, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Sam.